Hi everyone, welcome to our everyday getaway. I'm Chris and this is my lovely wife, Katrina. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We hope you like the channel and will consider subscribing. If you're a regular subscriber, welcome back and we thank you for your support. Well, Katrina and I have been on the road now for 7 months full time. And a while back, we did a video 7 weeks in which we told you our likes, dislikes, and the unexpected. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link right here. You guys can check it out. Well, now that we're 7 months into our journey, we thought we would do an updated video about our likes, dislikes, and the unexpected, and whether or not some of those things have changed, got better, got worse, or whatever, right?
Yes.
So, have things changed?
A few things.
A few things have changed. So let's start out with our dislikes.
Okay.
Right?
Our newest dislike is campground etiquette. The biggest one for us are people that with the dogs, and people not having them on leash and not cleaning up after them has become a real issue.
We did 7 weeks in. We didn't have a lot of experience, but now that we're 7 months into this, we have more experience with campground etiquette. And
we also have a experience that happened to us at the last campground we were at, where someone did not have their dog on a leash, got away from them, got out of the RV, ran across and started attacking someone else's dog that was tied up outside. So I guess the lesson to all this is keep your dog on a leash at all times.
The vast majority of campgrounds have a rule regarding your pets. Keep them on a leash. Actually, some campgrounds prohibit certain breeds, okay?
Yes.
And this just happened to be one of those breeds that fell in that category. The gentleman had more dogs on site than what was allowed. So once again, he broke the campground rules by having more pets because the campground owner didn't know about it, and he did not have his dog on a leash. So our biggest dislike would be campers who refuse to abide by the campground rules.
Their dog for them is well behaved, but it only takes that one time.
Yeah.
So
that's fair. Yeah.
You know, but
and we love dogs. We're dog people ourselves. We are surprised by the amount of campers who just believe that there's no reason to keep their dog on a leash or to clean up after their dog.
And nowadays, from the campgrounds that we've gone to, they're even supplying the bags for you and the trash can to put them in. So there's no excuse not to clean up after your pet. Let's talk about cell phone use, or cell phone availability, I should say. We have Verizon. We were at the same campground and there was not a Verizon tower near, so we couldn't use our phones. And there were some phone calls we wanted to make. We couldn't do that. So that's an issue for us.
Well, it's a dislike in that we only have, for right now, we can only afford one cell phone provider.
Right.
And it's popular for many RVers to have 2 or more providers. We can't do that. So recently we ran into a few campgrounds where we're Verizon, we had no cell service.
Mm-hmm.
And we took it for granted. We literally had to drive down the road to another area in order to get any kind of cell service. Now, thankfully, we were still able, because most of us, our family members had iPhones, we were still able to interact back and forth vis-a-vis texting. That would be a dislike. Once again, we hope to fix that in the future if we can afford it, get another carrier. So for those of you who are considering full-timing on the road, and especially if you need to work full-time on the road, you're most likely going to want to have at least 2 cell phone providers.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so. Also for us, dislike is not having everything we need bought from the grocery store once we leave an area to go to more of a remote area. We go to the grocery store and we try to get everything we need, but you forget that one item, whether it's ketchup, mayonnaise, milk, whatever it is, and you end up having to purchase it at the camp store or a small local convenience store close by, and end up paying about 3 times as much as you would.
But every now and then something comes up and you have to run out. Now, if you're lucky enough and the campground has a store, you can go in there, buy it. It's going to be a more expensive, so you have to take those into consideration. Is it worth paying the extra at a campground store as opposed to burning the fuel to go a half an hour or an hour away to pick up something? And then, of course, whether or not the campground even has it. Another dislike is the not seeing your family members.
Right.
And that goes with the territory. I think we all understand that when you get on the road, you need to take these things into consideration, and we have. But it is, it is a bit disheartening that you can't see your family. And,
Well, it depends how, if you're used to seeing your family and your children every day and your grandkids, it's going to be rough. And it's still rough for me. Thank goodness we have FaceTime and we can do things like that, which does make it a little bit better, but still.
One of the effects of being on the road is not seeing your family as much as you would like to see them.
Right.
So that is a dislike, and it's something for those of you who are thinking about doing this lifestyle. You need to keep this in consideration.
Also, all the breakdowns that we've been having recently. Dislike big time.
Yeah. Now look, we know that these things are going to happen. We're not naive enough to think that we're not going to experience it. When it does happen, it does suck. It really does. We had an issue with the airbag, and then we had an issue with the hose that was part of the coolant system that was leaking. These are unexpected things, and in some cases, I don't have the ability to get in there and fix it. I couldn't access certain parts of it, or maybe I don't have all the tools necessary, and you're forced to go to a shop, in our case, the Freightliner shop, and it's expensive. It goes without saying, it is expensive. Once again, we understand things are going to break and things are going to happen, and you have to roll with it. You do. But let's be honest, when it happens, it does kind of, it's a bummer. It really is, and
True.
You have to alter your schedule, but that comes with the territory.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much it with the dislikes, right?
That's all the dislikes.
Yeah. So that's not too bad when you think about it. No, I mean it's not really that bad.
Okay.
Okay. So what about unexpected? How about the unexpected?
The first one that comes to my mind is packages. Having packages delivered to RV resorts or campgrounds, anywhere we're staying. Some places don't allow them, and other places charge a fee. And I was surprised. I thought for sure you're paying to stay somewhere, and what's the big deal having a package delivered? I mean, since we're sometimes not close to shopping centers, you might get something from Amazon, have it shipped in, and then to find out every time you have something shipped, it's a $5 fee.
Yeah, we stayed at a campground, 1,000 Trails in Batesville, Indiana, and they charge you $5 per package. And the reason being is the year before they were inundated with packages, and they said their office was basically turned into a post office. There was so much stuff that they had to implement a fee, and you can kind of understand that. But it's a bit unexpected. I'm sure you could have a package delivered at a Amazon store somewhere or something, and that's all well and good, but you would prefer to have it delivered at the campground.
And sometimes you're not near that Amazon store or that Walmart.
Yeah.
The last place we were at, it was an hour away to anywhere, and they were one of the ones that said, no, we don't accept packages, and it was a small campground. So I was really surprised. They ended up accepting our package because it was medications, and I think they just kind of felt bad for us. Yeah, they felt bad for us.
Right. If you're going to go on a road, what we like to do is before we get to a campground, we will call them ahead of time and we will say, hey, will you accept packages? Now, most campgrounds will, but every now and then you'll come to one that says, no, we don't. So you have to adjust and make other plans. And then once again, there may be a campground or two that will charge you a fee. Yeah, that was a bit unexpected. Yeah.
Yes. Also unexpected is doctor's appointments and okay, let's put it this way. Tucker got an earache, and we needed medication right away. By the time you make an appointment, new vet, they're not taking appointments for 1, 2, 3 weeks out for new clients. And we needed that. So we had to call home. We had to get the medication from our vet. Thank goodness our son was able to ship that to us.
If you're on the road and something happens unexpectedly, such as with Katrina with her eyes, now you have to get on the phone and try to see a doctor.
Right.
You have to get in while you're there. So if you're at a campground for a week and the doctor says, well, I can't see you for 2-3 weeks, what good does that do?
I had another example where I had to see a doctor when I was in Wisconsin, and not even when I called the hospital, the emergency room, they would refer you to the doctor's office, and they couldn't see us or see me for 2 weeks. So it is an issue, and just be aware. It could be.
It's an unexpected issue. You think about your overall health and you think about your doctor's appointments because you do that when you're home at your sticks and bricks. But what you don't think about is the unexpected stuff, something that could happen. And sure, you could go to the emergency room, but that doesn't always jive with what the problem.
It doesn't always work out.
Right. So that's an unexpected. Yeah.
Also unexpected for us were things that we brought with us that we didn't end up needing. And it's not that much. It's really not that much. But I mean, for example, I brought, an exorbitant amount of towels. We don't each need 5 sets of towels. So stuff like that, half the clothes I brought, I'm not going to wear, extra shoes, Blackstone that's too big, that we need a smaller size. I mean, we have a list of things. It's not too many things.
It's not,
it's enough,
but you're not going to use it. If a certain amount of time goes by that you don't use it or you forgot about it, it's probably best to get rid of it. And of course, that's the motto I lived by when I was in my sticks and bricks. If something sat around for 6 months and nobody used it, let's throw it away. Being that you're in your RV, you're limited for space. You guys know that. So you have to be very careful and particular about the things that you bring. And a good example is the griddle. The Blackstone.
Yeah.
I bought a 22-inch Blackstone before we got on the road. I did some research, and a lot of RVers said it was the perfect size. It was great. It was good. We would have been better off with the 17-inch Blackstone. I think if you have a family of 4 or more, the 22 inch is fine. But it takes up more space, and we just don't need a 22-inch.
We don't even use the whole thing. We only use half of it anyway.
So, now in hindsight, probably should have just gone with the 17-inch. That was one thing. Another thing would be the telescopic ladder that I bought. I bought into the hype, and it's well made, and I'm sure there are a lot of you who use it and you think it's great and fantastic. I would prefer now in hindsight a 6 or 8 foot A-frame ladder. I think is much better than this telescopic ladder. What you carry with you and what you keep with you on the road, be sure to thoroughly, go through everything and make sure. The unexpected would be carrying things with you that you really don't need. Another unexpected, do we have another one?
We do have another one, is our budget. So even though we do our best to stay on budget, there are things that are out of our control. Like, for example, gas and inflation and stuff like that. We cannot get away from it as hard as we try. Food prices.
We're trying. We are making a concerted effort to stay at cheap campgrounds, to boondock. We're part of the Open Roads fuel saving program, the diesel program, which has saved us money.
We're in 1,000 trails.
But
to do that,
there are times when you travel from point A to point B, and there are no participating fuel stations along that route.
True.
So you have to pay full price. So it's not like we're not trying. We're trying our best to save money. We've cut back on the amount of times we've gone out.
Well, and also back to the gas thing. Even though we're saving some money, we're saving money, from an already inflated price. So it's not like we're saving money back to $2.
True.
We're just saving,
when
20, 30, 40, 50 cents.
When we put this whole thing together to go on the road, we did not expect inflation to get where it is, and we didn't expect the gas prices to get where it is. So it was unexpected. That doesn't deter us from doing this. Once again, we're not complaining. We're not complaining.
I'm complaining.
What?
I'm complaining.
Okay. We still enjoy this. But these are just observations that we're passing along to you guys, especially those of you who are considering becoming full-time RVers. All these things you need to take into consideration. We're not big boondocking people. We enjoy boondocking, but we're not going to spend 3/4 of our time boondocking, because if we were, we would have to invest in a solar package, which is money up front. And then in order to get a return on that, you really have to go out and
We're
Boondockers.
not to that point yet.
No.
What we might change, and I think we're talking about it for next year, is we may change, like a lot of people have, our travel plans. Still stay places longer, but we may not travel so far in 1 year. We may not go across country in 1 year. We might stay in one area, one region. I would say the number one thing that we're dealing right now with is the gas prices.
It's the
probably
fuel.
the most expensive.
It is definitely the fuel. It really is putting a strain on everything, and that's just the way it is.
We did not think from day one till 7 months out that this is going to be the situation, and it is, and we will deal with it.
Yeah, and we don't know if things are going to get better or worse. We'll find out.
We will find out.
Okay, that's it for the dislikes.
That's it for the dislikes.
Okay, so now we saved the best for last, likes, because the likes are what you focus on. They supersede everything else.
Yep.
So stay positive and focus on the likes.
Okay.
Okay.
We like to travel.
We love to travel. It's great. It's awesome to be. I mean, guys, we live in a beautiful country. This country is great. To see it, to travel from place to place and experience it. It's amazing. It really is.
I've really liked the smaller places that we've seen along our way. Places, not the big parks. I mean, we still love the big parks and things like that.
Yeah.
But places that if we were at home and we weren't traveling full time, we probably have like maybe 2 weeks at a time we could vacation, and we would have to be very focused and only stop at those places. This way, as we're going through town to town, we may see something, a small little off the wall place, and be like, okay, let's stop and look at that. As long as Chris will let me go inside.
As long as I can pull in and get the rig in there with the tow, I'm okay with it. But if I can't get in and out easy, then
if it looks like I might
keep going.
If it looks like I might buy some things in there, it's right past it.
Wow.
Another like is the Starlink, our Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Love it.
We bought Starlink while we were in Indiana. So from our travels from Indiana out west, it's worked great. It's worked fantastic. We've had most of the campgrounds we stayed at, almost all the campgrounds we stayed at, we've had no obstructions, so that hasn't been an issue. We're not working on the road.
No.
So we're retired. So we're not relying on a big system where we need to have connectivity 24/7. Okay? So for those of you who do need that, Starlink may just be part of your overall package, but for us, it's what we need for right now. And plus we have 2 hotspots.
And sometimes, like when we're traveling and we stop at, like, let's say a rest stop overnight, because we do that occasionally, or a Cracker Barrel or something like that, we will use our hotspots because we're not going to get the whole Starlink out.
Yeah, we don't do a whole lot of uploading. We just upload 1 video a week and that's it. So it's more of a download, and we got plenty of download speed to stream videos and TV shows or what have you. And it's just been, we've been very happy with it. It's worth it. We're paying a month. I think it's $135 a month for the membership. It's worked great. Easy to set up. I don't have a pole or anything like that, like some of you guys. I just either set it up on the ground in the front and the back of the RV, or up on a roof, depending on the situation. And it takes a few minutes to set up. And Starlink isn't sponsoring anything. We're not affiliated with Starlink. We're just being honest with you and telling you we enjoyed the product so far.
For us personally, it's worked very well.
It's been great. We've been very happy with it.
Yes, we like that. It's a good one.
Yes. Another like would be our Harvest Host and Boondocker Welcome membership. Once again, they're not affiliates. We're not affiliates, and they're not sponsoring this video. We're just telling you these are 2 memberships we have, even though it's the same company, right? The same people own them.
Right, and so far, we have it. They're all hits. There are no misses, right?
Yeah, Harvest Host is great. Now it's been fantastic, and this gets to what you were saying about off the beaten path. Some of these Harvest Hosts are in these small little quaint areas, or a ranch or something like that. It's really cool.
Also, if you're going to join Harvest Host, make sure you join Boondockers Welcome. We did not have it until this year, and we actually really enjoying that Boondockers Welcome. The first one, remember the first one we went to?
Yeah. In
Maryland. That's still our favorite Boondockers Welcome.
And they are fantastic. They serve a need. And I know some of you are going to say, well, for Harvest Host, you have to pay a yearly membership. And then when you get to the host, you have to spend some money. And sometimes the money you spend is greater than the cost of a campground. And that's fair. And that's true. So it's not free. It's the experience. You're going to get, in many cases, you're going to get a unique experience, a unique setting that makes it all worthwhile.
And most of them are $20, around $20. So, you know, if you want to go in there and you're going to do dinner and wine, that's up to you. You could just go there and do
you
dinner.
don't have to.
Or you could do a bottle of wine, take it out to your RV and eat. You don't have to do all that. That's up to the individual.
Okay, so another like?
Is meeting people and bonding and having these great friendships. Yeah.
Meeting the people on the road and making new friends is by far the best thing about RVing.
Well, our kind of thing with it is that we don't have any family or friends that have campers or RVs or anything like that, trailers. We're coming to these campgrounds and we're looking around and we're seeing these people like hanging out together and having a great time around campfires. And we didn't really have many people that want to do that. So this was a great way for us to meet and become friends with all these great people. And it is fantastic.
Some of it's come about through the channel. We've had subscribers reach out to us who allowed us to stay on their property. They've been incredible.
Oh, wait a minute. And also, when we were watching channels, we reached out to them also. And they were very gracious and invited us to come see them and meet them. So
that's right.
It goes both ways.
Yeah, so we've been fortunate enough to meet other.
So call us, talk to us.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say call us, send us a message.
Our travels,
let's meet up.
We're in Colorado.
You notice I didn't say hook up, I said meet up.
Yeah, I like to say hook up, and I don't, apparently that you don't say that.
We don't
whatever.
say that. No.
I don't mean anything by it, but whatever. But we're in Colorado. We'll be in Colorado for about, 5 weeks? Maybe 6 weeks.
No, honey. We're in Colorado for a month. Well, this location in Colorado. Then we move up to a different area. So it's about 2 months.
We're in Colorado.
Look at him. He's giving me the stink eye.
Yeah, but
it's about 2 months.
We're in Colorado for a while. Okay, I wasn't
2
going to get
months.
specific in our section.
2 months.
But we're here, then we're going to Ouray, then we're going to Blue Mesa.
Now he's going to get specific.
Okay, and then we're going down to Texas for a while. We hope to camp at Magnolia Beach, right?
We're going to try.
So, and then we're headed to Florida. And we're
going to Louisiana, then to Florida. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I had to say, it's true.
Right. We're going to Florida from December through April.
We hope. We hope so.
I think so.
Well, we'll see. So far.
So guys, man, look, feel free to reach out to us, let us know, and you can stop by, break bread, have a few cocktails.
We'll be at the Tampa RV show, so anyone's going, let us know, leave a message, leave a comment, and maybe someone's doing a meetup, or maybe a couple of us can get together.
We love
and have
meeting you guys, man. It's fantastic and it's great. And if you guys don't mind buying me drinks and dinner, that's
kidding.
Cool.
No.
That you feel free to do that.
It's on Chris. It's all on Chris. He'll start saving up.
And don't take me serious, because there are some people that freak out. How dare you? We've had that happen before, right?
You had that happen,
yes.
Not me.
How dare you ask people to buy you a drink? And I was just joking. But anyway, so that is by far the best meeting people. It's been great. It's been fantastic. It's been a lot of fun.
I think that's our 7-month review.
Our 7 months review. I don't think we regret anything. I don't regret anything. I don't know about KB.
You're always going to have regrets. I do have, but they're small.
The only regrets I have is not staying somewhere longer or staying at a really nice resort with the swimming pool and a spa and a massage table. Those are my only regrets. A massage
table?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
Whatever.
But
those are my regrets.
Right now, we can't do it all the time.
No, we can't. I joke about it, but we kind of make it work. We've stayed at the bad and we've stayed at the nice, and it's all good.
It's about juggling and making the best.
Hey guys, if any of you have any likes, dislikes, or unexpected in your RV travels and adventures, please leave a comment down below.
Please do.
If you disagree with us or agree with us, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about your experiences, and feel free to share them. We want to hear what you guys have to say. We really appreciate those of you who take the time to leave a comment down below. We really, really do.
We do.
Right.
Absolutely.
Once again, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time we release a video. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, you can give us a thumbs down, and you know who you are, and that's okay, because it's all good. Everything helps the channel. We really appreciate all the interaction, good, bad, or indifferent. Just keep it clean, right? Just keep it clean. Okay. That's it. Right. And there you have it, guys. Those are our likes, dislikes in the unexpected 7 months in to our full-time journey.
Yes. Yes.
That's right.
So, what do we have to say to everybody?
Remember, guys, any day you can get away is a great day. You guys take care, and we'll see you.
Thanks, guys.